In a general sense, how would you summarize the season?
Certainly part of it, it's certainly disappointing. We didn't, we thought we'd have more success in the win column, and that didn't work out. So, you can't deny that aspect of it. The good things about it is, again, that this team does not quit. There was never an attitude problem. There was never we got to get rid of this guy or get him off the field because he's not playing hard or he's not playing with intensity, and that goes a long way. Now, can we carry that into the offseason? Can we say, okay, we had the season, we know that the future's bright for us, but we've got to work hard in the offseason and recruiting, in the weight room, and preparing ourselves for the 2011 season. And that remains to be seen, but it's certainly looks that won't be an issue for us, that the guys will be ready to go.
There was definitely improvement along the way this year. Would you agree that the Grinnell Illinois College games were maybe the pinnacle?
Oh, absolutely. That's where we got our offense going. We made the switches with Drew at quarterback and moved Bill out at slot receiver, and I think that we changed our philosophy at that time offensively to be a little bit more throwing than what we've been in the first part of the season, and that made a big difference for us. So, those two games, and I really think half the Lake Forest game, half the Monmouth game showed us that we have a lot of potential on both sides of the ball. Now, can we put it together again for a 10-game season, and can we do it 60 minutes at a time? And those are things that remain to be seen, and hope that we can get accomplished next year.
The offseason, a big part of it. If you were to identify a key weakness that you'll address in the offseason through recruiting, or guys will get better, what would that be?
Well, as far as our team's concerned, is strength. We've got to get stronger, and we have gotten stronger over the past couple of years, but we've got to get even stronger. And that's going to take more of a commitment by our guys. It's Division III, so we can't mandate it from them. They've got to do a lot of this on their own, and they've got to push each other. And that's where we're going to have new leaders step in and fulfill those roles. As for recruits coming in, we need some speed. There's no doubt about it. That's something that you can't coach. Either you have it or you don't. And so we've got to find some speed at certain positions, and then certainly with the offensive line. We graduate 4 seniors that play quite a bit for us, and 3 of them started I think every game, and so we've got to bring some kids in on the offensive line that I'll be ready to come in and help contribute to this football program right away.
On the flip side of that, with a lot of good players coming back, where do you feel like you're real good?
Well, we feel like we'll be good at the running back position. I think Luke Northam got better each and every game, and really became a big weapon for us, especially the last 3 games. Getting Derek Mortensen back from his injury next year. Derek was, on paper our #1 running back, and so to have those 2 back there, I think will make a big difference for us. Having Clark at receiver, that certainly gives us a weapon that teams have to focus on week in and week out. And our defensive line, and really our defense as a whole, we return most of our defense. We'll get a lot of injured guys back, and so that's exciting. And I think Kyle Brubaker in our secondary is a kid that our conference respects and has to know where he is, and he's only going to be a junior next year. I think Lloyd Scott on the defensive line and Elliott Madison will be 2 forces that will lead us defensively next year as well.
Do you feel like the conference is now looking at this team as definitely an up-and-comer?
Well, I think that still remains to be seen. We've got to prove it on the field week in and week out, and that will earn respect. And I think teams know our kids will play hard. I think they know that they won't quit. But now can they do it for 60 minutes? And I'm very excited. I've told this team time and time again that I'm very excited for the kids that we have here. I believe that we've got the building blocks to build a championship program here. It's not like we've got to go into recruiting and say we have to recruit an entire new team. We just have to keep pushing each other and making each other better each and every day.